In this full-length Afghanistan food marathon, you're gonna see the best.
This is the food that you have to risk being kidnapped in order to try.
And the worst.
We just pulled up to a checkpoint. There's like 7 guys there. They've got like 2 rifles each, and they asked for my passport. I didn't know what's gonna happen.
This country has to offer an American traveler like me.
There was just a giant Ford with the giant turret on the back parked across the street.
From dirt cheap street food in dusty city markets.
This right here is coming in at a wild 98 cents.
All the way to high-end eats only Afghan millionaires can afford.
This is a meal meant to feed, I don't know, 10 to 20 different people. But tonight, it's just me and you, baby.
And by the end of it all, I'll be leaving Afghanistan's capital and crossing dozens of Taliban checkpoints, all in search of the perfect food.
Oh, it's really satisfying. I have a whole new appreciation for shank.
Right now, I've just landed in Kabul.
So far, so good.
I've cleared customs.
They asked if I was a journalist. I said no. They checked a bag quickly, and we moved on.
And I've made it into my heavily guarded 5-star hotel.
Multiple huge barriers just to get into the hotel.
Time to hit the streets and find some dinner. Kabul is Afghanistan's largest, most populous city, home to 4.8 million people, meaning around 10% of the nation lives here. Believe it or not, some tourists do actually come to Afghanistan. They travel here to wander through the 3,500-year-old quarters of the city, where bazaars still bustle with the same chaotic energy as centuries past. Here, nearly any path will eventually lead you to a unique taste of Afghanistan. Like this, a dish made of only hooves and heads.
That is some soft, supple skin. I gotta do this cow's skin routine.
We'll break bread here soon. But first, I'm headed somewhere else to break my fast.
We're gonna be trying Afghan food for the first time in just a moment. But most importantly today, we're gonna get adjusted to how it's actually gonna work here to film video in Kabul. The problem isn't just with officials who don't want you to shoot, but also with the people themselves. From what I've experienced just in the last day, there are certain people who are open to being shot, maybe for a very short time, but many who want nothing to do with the camera at all. But I do have some good news. Behind me, we have our first location, the location where we're gonna be trying our first Afghan food of this trip, and that food is called chainaki. I'm told chainaki means teapot or tea kettle. Chai might sound familiar, like the word chai tea, which means tea. Here, this man is stuffing all of these different ancient-looking tea kettles with mutton. Wali, salam.
Salam alaikum.
Salam alaikum. I don't know what he said, but that sounded very polite.
Wally is a second-generation owner of this 70-year-old eatery, but this cooking technique goes back centuries.
Right here we have a sample tea kettle. He has some different cuts of the sheep, including the dumba, the butt fat meat of the sheep, plus some protein. He stuffs that into the tea kettle.
Water and a pinch of salt follow the sheep meat into the teapots.
The next step is to put dal inside.
Chainaki is food of Afghanistan's nomads, folks who valued portable, practical cooking methods, the type of people who don't mind the taste of sheep fat tainting their morning tea.
We're moving on to our next ingredient right here. This is a combination of tomato and onion.
Even after centuries of cookware innovation, a humble clay teapot remains the best choice for chainaki. Its snug lid traps steam, while its thick walls retain heat, allowing the dish to slow cook for hours at the perfect temperature.
You will actually see there is a wood oven underneath with a fire inside, providing all the heat to these tea kettles right here.
Over the next couple of hours, Wally will be busy tilting, tapping, and timing each teapot, all to ensure each one produces the perfect result. But that is just our protein. In Afghanistan, a meal is not a meal without Afghan bread.
Right now we're in an Afghan bread making factory, making one of the most popular types of bread they have in this country, and this stuff is delicious. In the back of this room, there's literally a bathtub full of dough. Sometimes I'll use a bathtub as a funny form of measurement, like could I have 3 bathtubs full of gravy, please? There's an actual bathtub. The gentleman in the back, he pulls out big globs of dough. He weighs them, and then he forms them into nice, smooth dough balls. Right here, this is where the texture happens. This gentleman right here is flattening the bread, and then on this side, he's kind of perforating the bread, so it'll be easier to tear apart later. Now this guy is doubling up. He's got 2 big slabs of already perforated dough, so his job is just to put moisture on the pillow and put that dough into the oven. You're so quick, you hit the camera. Well done. Handshake? Ah! The fist bump, it never got to Afghanistan, unfortunately. This oven's about 12 or 13 feet deep. It is freaking huge. It is like a big sphere. The fire heats up all the clay on the surface of the tandoor. After 4 or 5 minutes, the bread is finished. And then comes this guy. His job is just to take out the already finished bread. Ooh. Okay, I thought it was his job. I guess this guy's doing double duty. Ooh. Oh my God. All right, so right here we have some fresh bread. Beautiful, golden, brown, flaky. This looks incredible. And it smells even better. Those perforated edges makes it easy to tear, and it stops all the bread from bubbling up into one big bread bubble. Nobody wants that. This is literally what it means to break bread. Let me try to feed this guy. I think that's normal here. Either I get slapped or he takes a nice big bite. Here, do you want some bread? There we go. It's a country where men aren't afraid to be men. They're very comfortable with each other. Amazing. When it's fresh out of the oven, it's light, it's crackery, airy, and just full of fresh bread flavor. As good as this is alone, we are gonna actually be pairing it with that chai naki, which is almost done now. About 3 hours have passed since this started cooking. Now it's time to unveil the final product. Wally, take it away. He peels back this blanket that I guess was helping to hold in the steam and the heat. Boom, there it is. Still absolutely boiling and bubbling away. You can see the meat is really cooked. It's kind of shrunk down. That doomba that's inside has turned the broth into an oily tomato fusion. From here, there's nothing left to do but head to the table and eat. All right, folks, this is our first meal in Afghanistan, and I cannot wait. First of all, it is a tea kettle. I am curious if we're able to pour some broth out. Absolutely not. I think the tea kettle may be clogged. Oh, do you want to take over? All right, he's gonna help me shake it out all the way. Thank you. The food here has undergone quite a transformation. The tomato and the onion have combined with that doomba fat to make a thick, fatty sauce. Here's the thing, no silverware. This is gonna be our eating utensil right here. I wanna start with this sauce that's been made by boiling all those ingredients together. Oh man, that's perfect. People always talk about including acid if you're eating something heavy. So of course we have this rich meat and this rich fat, and he's cut it with tomato sauce. So it's not overwhelming, it's not overly fatty. And the smell of doomba is ever present. Doomba is a type of sheep, but it's also a part of that sheep. And they're using the doomba, that butt fat, inside of this dish. It's like very lamby, sheepy, but in a good way. That's just the sauce though. If you look deeper, we've got big chunks of meat. After hours of braising, that meat should have become soft and tender. This is why I came to Afghanistan. That meat, it's super soft, tender, and fatty. The dal adds a little bit of body to it, and it helps thicken everything up. Right here we have some bone. I'm gonna peel that meat off the bone. Amazing. I know why this shop has been here for 70 years. They're doing something that makes customers very happy. It's very satisfying. This is a food that you have to risk being kidnapped in order to try. This is worth at least 3 months of captivity. 2 years? I don't know. Let's see